this is Joe from Bad News Racing, and today we will be teaching you how to take off your OEM Wastegate Actuator and put on this beautiful Bad News Racing S-Line Wastegate. We're going to be doing it on our Build Series Sonic while it is mounted onto our dynos, so we can show you the gains. So now I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to our friend Brandon here. He's going to do that.
What's up, guys? This is Brandon at BNR here. We're going to go ahead and get this S-Line Wastegate Actuator installed. We're going to show you the removal process and the install process here. Very simple tools you need here, just a pair of pliers, 10 mil for the bolts, 10 mil wrench to set your preload, and I'll be using a pick to take off the safety clip we have there. So I'll go ahead and do that first for you here. I'm just going to slowly pry this off, that way it doesn't fly away. You want to make sure you hang on to that there. Go ahead and pull off our adjustment arm here. Take our pliers. Remove our boost reference. And then a 10mm ratchet for the two nuts. And this guy will just wiggle right out of here. And there's the removal done. We're going to go ahead and take a minute here, get this ready to go, and we'll be back when we're installing this for you here. Alright guys, we've got our S-Line actuator here that we're going to go ahead and install. So just like we pulled out the new one here, the space does get a little bit tighter with the top of this new one here, so we're going to just angle that first bolt in there, slide that in there, and we will go ahead and get it bolted up. Alright, now that we've got that on there, I will just go ahead and put our reference line back on. And now we will move on to preloading the actuator itself. So initially, you see ours is pretty close already, but you will need to loosen up this nut here and then either spin this out or tighten it down to get it to where your wastegate is fully closed and to where the arm slides on easily. So right there, I'm holding the wastegate closed and the arm slides on easily. Just as a baseline that we like to do here and to tell you guys is we want 2 full turns of preload. So what we're going to do is spin this down 2 full turns. We're going to go 1, 2, that would be 1 full turn, 3, 4, And as you can see there, it's not going to slide on anymore. So you will need to pull the actuator onto it and stretch it onto the actuator. So once you have that there, you can go ahead and tighten down your locking nut. Just get that snugged up there. And then reinstall your little safety clip. Again, be careful when reinstalling this because it will have some tension on it and will try and fly away from you. Just like that. You've got your S-line actuator installed and ready to be paired up with our ProTune. So we're going to go ahead and get the car warmed up and get the dyno set up and show you guys the gains from the Wastegate actuator. Alright guys, we're back here all set up on the dyno, ready to do a pull for you with the Wastegate actuator and our ProTune. We did keep the same tune on just for this first pull here, and we'll make any adjustments should we need to, but we should be alright for this Wastegate here. Keep in mind that we did notice through our data logging that we were making lower than expected boost on our stock turbo and stock Wastegate. So this turbo may need some added preload to it. So we did start with those 2 turns, but if we find that our boost is still running a little low, we might need to help this 130,000 mile turbo out a little bit and increase our preload to get better boost for us here. So we're going to go ahead and get the dyno going here and show you guys the numbers with our S-line Wastegate actuator. Alright guys, so we went ahead and did that first run for the S-line Wastegate actuator, and as you can see here on our graph, we made 176 horsepower, 174 torque, which is very, very similar to our stock actuator numbers, which should not be the case. So as we can see here by our data graph, right when the car got to about 5,000 RPMs, our torque completely fell off and our power level just barely hung on there, you know, till the end of the power band, and we were not able to do the run that we wanted to. So after taking a look at the car and checking over the dyno and whatnot, everything appears to be good with the dyno, and we believe that we have some sort of mechanical restriction with the vehicle. Again, it is 130,000 miles, and it does have the stock catalytic converter on it, as well as the charge pipes and the intake. So we believe there's either some sort of collapse within the charge pipes or the intake itself, or the catalytic converter is clogged. So what we're going to go ahead and do is put a intake and downpipe on this thing to try and get it cleaned up. We will show you guys the install videos for both of those parts as well, and then we will get it back running on the dyno here and see if anything has changed in a good way, of course. So we're going to end this video here, and we will see you guys in the next one.